Oh, is that a wax moth or just a moth? I don't know if that's a wax moth or not. Ask David. I'd love to know.
Like a young wax moth.
Yeah?
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe that's my problem then.
What's this?
It's a wax moth. A lesser wax moth.
Yeah, they've gotten really good at that. Whatever they've found.
Right.
They've done a great job.
Wow. It's like warm caramel. So it does look like they're restricting her brood area with all this food. I'm not sure I've seen any frames I think there's food on them.
Good gracious. Well, that's not good. Where are they getting all that from?
Okay for July, but we need to transition to where she's got space.
I brought some frames down if we need to. I mean, they're not drawn out or anything,
yeah,
but
we ought to add some.
Okay. Well, you let me know how much.
Oh, there's a good one.
Oh, how pretty.
Oh, there we go. Wow. But you can see how much food they have on here, which is a lot.
Where's my Sharon?
Sharon?
This one's Sharon. She should have a green dot on her.
Take a look at the open cells there. That's all you see.
Pollen. That kind of looks dry.
They have pollen. They're not really open.
Lots of brood.
What about the ones that don't have that?
Nectar.
Yeah, so you see.
There's some eggs in there, though.
There are eggs. But you see where they are backfilling, they're getting ahead of her, backfilling some of those.
Okay.
So
did you want to see? Okay. There's some eggs right there, but like he said, that they're backfilling it with nectar. Would this be lantern?
Well,
I saw two. We don't know. Maybe not.
Could be, but it doesn't have to. Yeah, so this is a nice brood frame.
See, they're uncapping right here. At the bottom, I see some uncapping.
Yeah, I haven't seen, like, there's no bald brood on this frame.
This one does.
I see a couple there, yeah.
Down there at the bottom.
Yep.
That one's got purple eyes.
I'm not sure the purple eyes.
So they're taking up her space then, huh?
Yep.
Here.
Okay,
do you mind moving that? Thank you.
3 foundation frames.
Sure.
Okay, here's your queen.
Yay! Where's my... Ah, she's beautiful. Hi, Sharon.
Oh, yeah.
Big, beautiful.
What they got going on down there? Just extra comb?
If you guys noticed the amount of bees that were on the frame, just how crowded it was, so that tells you that they're crowded in. When there's that kind of density of bees, they need more space.
Okay.
So when I said earlier they're only going to build comb if they have a reason to, they have 2 reasons to build comb right now. One is there's more bees than they need covering each of the cells. So they're nurse bees that don't have a job because there's too many. And they were starting to backfill her brood area. They don't really want to do that. They just won't shut off the nectar.
Right.
So they'll use some of that extra nectar to build comb.
Where are they getting all that extra nectar? Like clover? Or the milkweed? There's a bunch of flowers down there at the bottom. Oh, you need the hive tool?
Yeah, they were on my clover.
Yeah.
Clover's still crazy
right now.
I do usually have a lot of clover out here, but my husband just mowed the grass. So.
Well, yeah.
But it'll come back. It'll come back in a little bit, I'm sure. Yeah.
But there's also there's this weed, the white puff on top that's about this tall. And
yeah.
Maybe that's it. That's all over my place.
Yeah.
Probably around here too.
Bachelor buttons or
I don't know.
Well, we live on the edge of the woods, so they got whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever is available to them.
Small hive beetle.
Did you see one?
Yeah.
Oh man.
She just chased him up the frame up here and then back down the other side.
Get her. Go get it.
There's one down at the bottom.
Yeah, the oil trays are supposed to catch them. They're just big enough that
Where's
the
an oil tray?
the
No,
oil.
he was on your frame.
Oh well, hopefully it gets knocked into the oil tray
You could.
and dies.
Die sucker.
Yeah. You got it? Okay.
Let me see your oil, because I haven't tried that. That screening looks awful small.
Yeah, they can fit. There's small hive beetles down there right now. You can see 3 of them. Or no, maybe that's, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure if I were to pull out that oil tray down here where their brood is, you'd probably see them.
Okay, so hopefully we have enough covers. I guess we need to cover.
Yeah.
Fine.
There's a little gaggle of bees over here.
I know. They'll make their way into they'll make their way in.
Is this as big as you've gotten this hive?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just added 3 more frames.
Yeah, I just add.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a swarm hive that I caught in the spring. I had a friend call me and he was like, my boss is getting ready to call an exterminator on this swarm of bees, what looks like a swarm of bees outside my job. If you want to come, sorry ladies, if you want to come get them. And I was like, sure.
Like this.
Yeah, it was,
Liking this
yeah.
horizontal.
I'm glad that you really like it. If you want to see the oil trays, Marge, they're down here. I designed them, and then my brother helped me build them, and then my husband has helped me modify them.
So, I guess that means they don't sell them?
I mean, I asked my brother if he would sell them, and he was like, I don't know about that. He really hates making them, but I make him make them.
So I want everybody to come and see what Kelly's calling cross-combing.
I pulled out that second one, and that's
So
it rolled.
if you look down from the top, you see where they've expanded this comb horizontally. Same thing here.
Carol's Hive is an expert at that.
Here. Yeah. So why do you predict that they're doing that?
They don't think they have enough space.
Don't think they have enough space, and this are new foundation frames.
Oh no.
There you go. So they had space because bee space, if you only have foundation, you got all this double, triple bee space, right?
Right.
So one of the reasons we leave a gap here is so that we can potentially slide this first frame over a bit. So that's going to be our first move. And we want to be careful because see how these bees lined up and then there's bees behind this cleat.
So you want to smoke
really
them?
want to squish any bees because that just pisses them off.
Right.
Bees. So I'm just trying to kind of move them out of the way. Okay, and now I can see that probably I might have a chance of pulling this one.
I will say the cross-combing she typically does is at the top of the frame.
Yeah.
Usually.
See that bulb sticking out right there? So
But
I'm
not
probably not going to get that one.
always.
So then what I have to do is find one that I can pull. And it actually looks like I can probably get this one. So I'm going to have to pull this next board so I can get to that one. But you want to find one that you feel like I can get in there.
This might be the one that had there was 2 queen cups, and each time I went in, both times when I saw them, they were not charged. I don't know what they will be now though.
Well, a lot of these practice making.
I just left them. Yeah.
A lot of queen cups and they never fill them. Well, I'm not going to say they don't fill them.
Maybe it's like, okay, it's your turn.
They're empty a lot.
Yeah. It's very tight, sorry. I think going forward, I might leave a little extra space between the wall and the frame.
Yeah.
So I could work a little bit better.
Hard not to roll bees.
Right. With the brood.
The best policy is to go slow because that might get them out of the way. I mean, I hope the queen will be savvy enough to keep herself out of it.
We did have a bunch of honey on this corner
Mm-hmm.
that got opened up.
What color is she?
She's red.
Oh.
Yeah. No, actually she's green because I think we marked her before she was given to me.
Maybe that's.
So she has the wrong color on her. They got rolled.
I think you're right. Okay, so here's some young larvae, but they're definitely backfilling her brood nest.
Awesome.
Got a lot of food here.
There's a hanger right behind you, Dave.
Yeah.
There's-
so we might transfer this. Nice food, a little bit of food. Looks like a good one to transfer.
This is the one we're going to do a split with.
Right.
Now I've got plenty of room, and assuming that they didn't actually physically connect the cone between frames, which fortunately they can do.
This is the propolizing.
We roll in the food. We got so much propolis on the sidewall.
Yeah.
Frames
So you have, sometimes it seems like you have to go in just to do that.
I've just been leaving it because I don't know. I don't even know a good way of getting rid of the propolis.
scraping.
Yeah.
That would take me hours.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
Going in at least breaks it, that sort of.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of pollen.
I also heard that propolis was really good for bees at the same time
It is.
because it takes care. It's like takes care of some of the disease or.
Maybe this colony secret adding all this nice propolis on.
There's a queen cup
Where is it?
right there. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
You got good eyes.
I try a couple. There's a couple of drones, but that's as much drone
This
as
is a
she's
nice
really
emerging
making.
Frame, lots of young bees. I think we'll take this one.
Do you have a marked queen in this one?
She's green.
But you
Yeah.
don't know if you rolled her on this one,
I
right?
don't. That's the question. That is the question.
Well, I believe I've seen eggs.
Oh, really? Yay! Thank you, Carol.
It's not really young larvae.
Okay. That's good.
We've got some really young larvae here.
So when was the last time you were in here?
No, I pulled the second frame in, and she had cross-combed it, so I rolled so many bees.
Oh.
And-
when was that?
This was about a week ago. So if there's if there's eggs in there now, we're good.
Yeah, I've got larvae that's in like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move
got
this
it
one
right.
over.
Okay. Did they get you?
Somebody.
Smoke them.
Grab the frame, Mike.
That one also has a queen cup on it.
Okay. He's got a bee stuck in his. Oh, you got 2 of them. One there and one there.
Ouch. Carol's hive is very spicy.
That's painful to watch.
Yes.
So much on there, Mr. Queen's on there.
There's also a queen. There's a queen cup on there. There's a queen cup on there. I don't know if it's charged. So was the other one, David, that you put in there, but we didn't check to see if it was charged.
If it was, and we moved the queen.
I guess that's true. They'll just make a queen over here. They're always grumpy, David. I'm telling you. The last time you were in here, you got lucky.
So whoever has the smoker, about every 2 minutes, just come over and give them a couple bucks. Because they're kind of spoiling, but if you keep them distracted, then you'll be okay. Now, part of it's because they're crowded. There's a lot of bees in there.
There is a lot of bees.
And when they work together, they can be dangerous.
Yeah, you can see how much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nice
just
and
the.
quiet.
Looks like.
That's the
They
one I
just-
scraped.
Yeah, they're trying to make those honey cells too big.
Yeah.
Which can happen if you have an empty.
With
if
all that
there's an empty
space.
next to it, they'll keep building the honey cell out into
Gotcha.
the empty cell on the other side.
Gotcha.
Well, it's also because they're actually trying to get the honey out of her brood space, but they moved a lot of honey up, and now they've exceeded that space.
Or over.
Well, these bees, this colony is just overpopulated. There's just too many bees. They get kind of grumpy when they get.
They are.
Because there's work that they can't do. You know, they're making decisions every day about.
This is true.
You know, we can't do this, we can't do that. There's too many.
Really
Yeah,
fat
they really
comb.
built out the honey on that one.
Oh my gosh.
I'd love to see what the honey on this side looks like, how much they've stored.
Right.
Smoke it again, Doug.
Well beyond.
I don't know, they look like they're,
goodness.
are they flying around?
I
Okay,
hear them around my head. But
yeah.
That, oh, more.
Telling you, man, they're
Wow. They're putting a lot of honey.
pollen.
They have really
Yeah.
sucked that in. And then on the
Oh,
bottom,
on the
the
bottom.
bottom of two.
Yeah, I always take that stuff off if we can, if you don't mind.
yeah.
Where?
The
I do
burr
the same
comb.
thing, yeah.
I don't like keeping
I'm
it.
surprised they're making. It's interesting that they're making it so thick. I usually don't get them doing that.
Is that because it's longer down below? Or
Oh,
they're
you mean
not?
the burr comb? There's about an inch of space underneath
Eggs in this one.
You'd
each
say
of these
there is
ones.
space between.
There's about an inch of space underneath the frames.
So they
Oh,
could do
underneath.
that. But
Yes.
what about
That,
side to
but
side?
on
I
the
don't know
They-
why they.
Aren't they right next to each
I'm
other?
telling you, they do the most.
It's like Dave said earlier in the class.
If they run out of space,
This one can go over.
here, let me take
They're
this.
looking for
They're
Many
handling.
bees in there.
Yeah.
You already got the time.
I see how. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Lots
more.
of burr comb.
2 o'clock.
Lots of
I gotta-
More burr comb on the way.
more burr comb.
And we got pollen in there. Oh.
Oh my gosh, look at all that.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, both
good.
sides.
Got a good clock.
Now they don't usually
Oh,
do
look at
that,
that
but
burr
I
comb.
think, like David said, I think they just ran out of room.
Yeah.
There's still no queen? No queen.
Unless I killed her. No, wait, we
No,
saw
you-
eggs.
you
Okay,
saw
good.
eggs.
Okay.
Well,
Been
that's
eggs
3
on a
days
couple of them.
ago.
now.
I like the
Yeah,
way they
How long ago?
come
It was
to
a
the
week.
stop and
a week.
start peeking out. What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, they definitely do that. Alright, we're gonna cut this, and this one's gonna go over to this. But how many more spaces do we have?
We have 5 frames over there.
I have another box if we need to. If you feel like going up would help. Thank you. It's up to you. I didn't know how big you wanted the box to be.
Question is, how big do you want this one to be?
I'll go with whatever a suggestion, like whatever feels right.
Seems like you got plenty of bees.
Well, 16 out of 26 would be
Half.
a lot.
Oh, almost half. A little over half.
Now, can we taste that honey right now and know if
Here.
what it tastes like?
Sure. Good.
You might get
the
a
bees
bee.
up
There's not any honey in it though.
There was one little place that did.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to fly away. She's avoiding us, it seems.
Well,
Maybe she's one. So she would.
I think they're right about here somewhere.
Some queens make it a whole,
So she'd run underneath.
science of how to
Maybe.
To get from frame to frame.
I've never not seen her not on a frame. I've always found her on a frame. And honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen them building comb underneath, except for the medium. When I had medium frames in here, they built comb underneath.
Yeah.
But since
makes sense that they build a comb over here, because rather than come all the way out here.
yeah,
We don't want to
They got the
insult
room
them,
to do
but
it.
maybe they're too lazy to come out.
yeah. Or maybe they ran out of space. I don't know. I didn't add any frames the last time I was in here, so I don't know what this side looks like.
We're gonna have more
Don't
beeswax
you want
to make cosmetic.
I
soap.
will. He's making his way down this way, so I figured we'll get there eventually.
There's only a little bit of brood on this
It looks
side.
like they're backfilling it.
Yeah,
this
it's
next
really.
frame, I'm not sure how that would so kind
Where are they getting their nectar from? Ah, that's the 13th frame.
Those are not charged.
That's my 13th frame. Last time I was in here, they had those there too.
What? Sharks?
They had those
Here's the queen.
cells.
Oh,
We
found
got
the
the
queen.
queen.
Yay! Now what?
Move her over. Alright.
Where
The box is closed. Yeah, she's on that one. Carol, you're not going to be Carol anymore.
Are you renaming it?
That hive over there is Miss Lee. So her new name is Miss Lee.
Miss Lee?
Yep, and whatever queen is born in this one will be Carol.
I've tried
That's an
twice.
accounting nightmare. You're changing it.
Nah,
She's gonna be-
they never move. It's just this is always Carol, and that's always Sharon,
Oh.
and that's always Miss Lee.
She's going to be confused.
Nah.
Depends on how much
Okay.
you call her out.
We're going to need to get a bee psychologist out here.
I'm traumatized. The old Carol.
Alright, so I think we can only get 7 frames in there. We probably need to adjust it a little bit.
Okay. Let's wait before you put that down.
The one she was on.
You need the frame. You need the here.
So when he was talking about
You need this, David. Oh, you got one.
Oh, jeez.
Telling you, they're spicy. My spicy ladies. Maybe they'll get nicer once they're in this new space. Did we give them all drawn comb?
Yeah.
We didn't give them any new.
One, there's a couple that need some work.
Okay.
So I think probably we are going to have to add.
We should
Do you have another
should
box here?
close that gap,
Well,
right?
Can't,
Well,
we can't.
we can't.
It's so fat.
Yes.
Oh
well, we
my
closed it a little bit,
gosh.
but she's on that frame.
Well, let's not
She's
do
on
that.
this
Let's not do
side.
that. Yeah, I can go get another box. You want me to go get another box?
Yeah, because we could just put foundation. I mean, I'll probably pull one of these honey frames out.
Okay. I'll be right back. Let me go get another box.
She tried to mate and never came back.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get another box.
We might be able to get. 8 frames in this.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back. Here, don't leave this in the sun.
Not in the dirt road there.
Oh, because this will melt. There's wax on these. I've learned my lesson from that one. She get ya? Whew! Was hustling. I was like, don't miss anything.
You didn't. We put the 2 frames that were hanging out back.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All these bees are going, they took Carol. They took Carol.
Well, now her name is Miss Lee.
her name has to change.
Her name changes. The location changes. The name changes.
So I'm gonna pull a couple honey frames and remove them up, and then we'll move empty frames down here.
Do you want to put it in the middle? I don't know how many.
So take out like half of those.
I took 3.
Yeah, take out.
David, you are so meticulous. It's amazing.
You got a lot of build-up.
I wish I had that strength. His back right now, I couldn't do that. That would absolutely.
Pick up your boys, but they're probably getting too big.
They're getting big. It's the holding it. It's like the bending over and then kind of holding it. You know, so I have to like.
And we might be able to get 8 in here. We'll pick out 2 of the fat ones. We'll put the foundation in, which doesn't.
It's supposed to be an 8-frame box.
With all those fat frames, it couldn't do that.
Yeah. Am I gonna come in here and it's gonna be a mess?
So now you're going to have 3 hives?
Yes. Yeah. Looks like it. Hopefully they have enough resources to get them to get them to my next hive, because I don't have a feeder for this type of hive. So
It won't have lots of foragers, so it actually would be best if you fed this hive.
I don't have a feeder. I don't have a way to feed
Do
it.
you have any other boxes?
I do have one more box, but I don't have a thing that goes on top of here.
Well, you have an inner cover.
Yeah.
All you need is a jar that fits over.
I don't have any jars with a hole in it.
You just punch a hole in the lid
I
of
can get you
the.
what you need.
Okay.
I got a lot of extra stuff.
Okay. If I can borrow a jar.
Is that?
If I can borrow a jar until I get the horizontal one in here. I can feed on a horizontal one. That's no problem.
Yeah, you really want to feed this because the foragers are going to go back there.
Okay.
And they have all these nurse bees coming out, but obviously they're not foraged. So
I will
Ready
borrow
for these frames?
some of Ron's.
oh yeah.
Yeah, please don't. As a first-time beekeeper, if I came in and that was all filled with comb, I would die.
It would be beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, Ron, come over, save me.
Do you have one more?
Yeah, I'll give you.
Is there another frame?
Yeah, I have another him. Whew! I forgot to put my sweatband on.
What's on the other side?
Nothing. Just
He's
wax.
just. He's fine. He's got a.
Oh, it's good?
No, I'm just calming.
Oh, sorry.
That's a calming cough right there.
Yeah.
9 frames.
I don't think it'll fit.
Oh, is this 9?
Yeah, it's a man lake, so that's got.
So I have to
extra
leave some
space in it.
space.
Well, it's probably good because it's fat frames.
The bottom one is not a man lake. The top one is.
Oh.
I don't know. I got them both from Jim.
The top one's definitely a little wider, isn't it?
The bottom one looks like
I bought them both from Jim, and I asked him to paint them.
Okay.
One's a deep and one's a...
They both should be deep.
Alright, so yeah, you can push those in there.
Okay. I'll borrow it from Ron.
One of my.
So that'll give them food and also
Okay.
give them the ability to build comb, which would give them a lot of blank.
Okay.
I put a lot of blanks in here. There's still eggs in here, so.
What kind of bees are these? Do you know?
Whatever Diane had.
Yeah, I think she mostly had Italians, but she got at least one Carney colony. And I think she bought a Buckfast Saskatraz for me one year, and this might be a daughter. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're building comb. This is a new one that you put in.
Yeah.
And they're already combing it.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
So this is like a week
They're
ago.
working on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you
A lot of
go.
work, yeah.
Good job, especially for July.
Oh, yeah, they're bringing stuff in. You can tell with all those wet stores. Because the only other way that would be stuff they were moving around if they're not moving stuff into her brood nest. They usually try to keep it clean. So the fact that they're putting stuff in her brood nest means that they're out of room.
Should we add any more down here?
Well, no,
or
because we added
down there.
8 frames
Okay.
of foundation in.
Nice. Oh,
We took
you're
8
right.
Well, no, 7. We took 7 out because we could only fit 7.
Okay, so we took 7 frames out, and we gave it to the split.
Yeah.
I write all this stuff down afterwards.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
So I tried to focus on the queen side, on that split. I tried to focus on emerging frames that had young bees coming out.
Okay.
And I tried to keep most of the eggy frames in here because they're trying to rear a queen. So there's probably 4 or 5 frames that were mostly had eggs or young larvae that are down here.
Okay. Did you check that frame that had cups on it? Were those charged?
The 2 were not.
Okay. This is another modification we just recently made. In the new frame, in the new hives, they have a lip on here, so it's encompassed.
So it's sealed up.
Yes, yeah. So I don't have to space it out anymore. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Good girls.
Yeah.
You're pretty good for stealing your mom.
And you got stung a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very little foraging activity out of this one
Okay.
for at least a week.
Okay.
And then you'll see
For at least a week.
No, you got some.
But that's mostly because the
Yeah, I just threw those in there.
here are going to go back in there.
Yeah, a few more bees there still on.
So you won't see.
I'm listening.
So you won't see any foragers because they won't be coming back to that hive for a little while. I think that might be honeydew. It has a little bit of a.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't think that it did.
Interesting. It's not red or discolored or.
No.
Well, there's other bees.
I think.
Other
Have a little bite.
honeydew.
Kelly, you're just gonna let them rear a queen over here, right?
Yeah, I guess so. You said they had eggs and.
Well, it'll be exciting to see what kind of daughter you get. And if for some reason, so on your calendar, go ahead 28 days.
28 days.
And 28 days from now, well, a few days before that, remind me.
Okay.
Because if we don't have somebody else and you want to host, we can do that. If you're not going to be here or you don't want to host, then I can just come out and we'll go through and make sure we have a queen in here. And then, as long as we do, then I think you're done. If for some reason in 28 days, which will be the end of August, yeah. If you don't have a queen, we'll wait a week.
Ooh. Let me stand in the
If
shade
you
with
don't have
you.
a queen, then you can decide about maybe buying one so we can make that queen right.
Okay.
But we got plenty of time, so it's not gonna be. But I think they'll make a queen.
Okay.
I think we'll have a new queen in there. Odds are,
You said they had plenty of eggs.
Yeah.
So.
They have everything they need. They have really healthy bees, so they'll make really good queen cells. Tons of bees. There's still the density of bees in there is still really high. And because, a third of these girls are going to go back over here, that's why I put so many emerging frames in there, because those are new bees that'll keep coming out. So that'll keep, and they won't fly away because that's for their home.
Okay.
So they'll keep building that population, and that's also going to give her space to lay in. Because as those new bees move out, she's going to be able to put eggs in there and keep the production going.
Okay.
But you're saying the foragers will go home.
Yeah, they go back.
Yeah, they've oriented over there. This isn't their house, so they won't.
Sandra? No.
So you said 28 days.
Yep, 28 days for new laying queen in here.
Did you hear that? 28 days.
And then, really, this one you just want to feed, and I would just feed with 2 or 3 holes for a couple weeks, because in a couple weeks they'll have foragers. We left plenty of food on there. They don't need a ton of food; they just need a constant flow.
Okay.
So that's why you want to use jars.
Take the stressor away.
Yeah.
From
well,
the
and then it's like they have foragers because there's food coming in, and it'll also give them incentive. Feed 1-to-1 because that'll give them incentive to build cones.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll build, and you can put 2 or 3 jars on. Just max, I would say 5 holes of all the jars.
Well, I'm gonna borrow Ron's cover board that he already tacked a screen and a jar.
Yep.
Is 1 jar okay?
As long as you can keep up with filling it.
Okay.
You can borrow a couple jars.
Okay. How often do you come out and you think refill?
It depends upon
you'll have to see
what they want. I
check them in like 3 or 4 days, and if it's still half full, then I would figure, probably good for a week.
Okay.
And then, check them at the end of the week, and if they're about empty, then then I can put it, that's like a jar a week, and you'll just keep an eye on it, because that could change, but as they get foragers, they should become less dependent on it, because even though we're in the dearth, I mean, these girls are bringing food in, so
from somewhere.
So they'll find food and they'll bring it in, and then they might not use as much. So.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Interesting.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Hey, can I put you to work one more time? Just this. I can pull the that thing. If somebody gets to that. I don't have enough hands. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, now I got some real decisions to make because I really like that.
Yes, that's what I was doing all my research. I was like,
I don't have a brother who's a woodworker.
I know.
To help me.
Believe me, I tell him and my husband all the time, and my dad all the time. Thank you. All right, Dad. It's been 2 days since we split the hive into the new boxes, and I'm gonna go check on the box and see how much the bees have eaten. Not a ton of activity out of the front of the door. Let me see if I can turn this. No, I can't turn the camera around. But we'll check to see how much they've eaten. So here's the activity out in the front of the hive. Not too much, to be honest with you. A couple bees here and there. They were doing orientation flights on this hive the evening that we split it, but yeah, just not seeing anything happening right now. A couple of ladies checking out the bottom underneath. Let's see if any go in actually. It's a screened bottom board. I can't see my camera thing, but hopefully the camera's picking it up. It's screened underneath. A couple of ladies going in and out. Not much. I'll go into the top. Alright, Alex is helping me record. Okay, you gotta look in. Ready? Can you see the whole top getting taken up? They haven't drunk that much. To be honest with you, are they getting anything at all? I wonder. I want to pull this off and see if there are any that come into the top. It's kind of awkward because I'm not that tall. I don't see any bees at the top drinking this. I see bees. I see a stupid moth freaking out. But, oh, there's a bee. Can you zoom in? There's a bee drinking the sugar water that dropped on the grate, but I don't see them like really drinking too much of this. Okay, I'll put this back down. Alright, cool. Now we're putting the top back on. Alright, awesome. Alright, so today is August 4th. Excuse me. I am coming out here to check on the bees to see how much they've taken down. This was all the way at the top line there. And it's down to almost, it's a little bit past halfway now. So they are slowly taking it down. And I'm seeing a lot more bees up at the top. It's evening now. There's no activity out in the front of the hive. There's been hardly any activity at all on the front of this hive. Some orientation flights in the very evening, and that's basically it. It's been about a week and maybe 3 days, 2 days, a week and 2 days since we split this hive, and there's just not a lot of activity. The only thing I can think of is they've got food source in here, and we took out a ton of resource frames. So they might just be, you know, eating what they have within the hive. There's no necessity. We also don't have a ton of foragers, you know, so not a lot of foragers in the colony. So, I mean, honestly, these last, 3 bees that we've just recently seen come in and out of the hive, that's the most activity I generally see on this hive, except for maybe around 5 o'clock in the evening. Every day there's like so many bees out here. I thought they were getting robbed. They're all doing orientation flights. Wow, look, there's actually a couple of bees. I know it's only been like, what is this, less than 5? Amazing. Glad to see they're doing okay though. I'm looking forward to switching them over to their horizontal hive when it's finished.